Last week, I met Margaret. She's 76, lives alone in Florida, and her daughter just asked her to tour a nursing home. Margaret told me, I'm not ready, but maybe I should be. If you've ever had that same thought, this video might save your independence. Because here's what nobody tells you. The nursing home decision is often made in just 30 days. And most people don't regret where they ended up. They regret how fast they lost control of the choice. Today, I'm showing you what really happens when this decision gets rushed. What you lose when you don't pause, and 5 alternatives most families never discuss. Plus, exact costs in dollars and a step-by-step plan you can start today. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a completely different roadmap for your future. One where you stay in control. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you hesitated before doing something you used to do without thinking? Maybe it was climbing stairs and driving at night, getting up from a chair quickly and managing your medications. Here's what's interesting. That hesitation is not weakness. It's wisdom. Your body is sending you signals, and you're smart enough to listen. But here's where it gets tricky. 3 quiet concerns start to appear. First concern is safety. You start thinking, what if I fall? And nobody's here. Not because you're scared, but because you're being realistic. You know a fall can change everything. The second concern is loneliness. The house feels bigger. Evenings feel longer. The quiet you once loved now feels heavy. Maybe your spouse passed away. Maybe your friends moved closer to their kids. The third concern is the future. You wonder, if something happens, who will notice? Who will help? Your kids live hours away. Your neighbor is friendly, but not that close. Margaret told me, I didn't feel unsafe. I just felt uncertain. And I've always been someone who plans, who stays in control. But suddenly, I couldn't see the path forward clearly. Does that sound familiar? This is the exact moment when most people's brains do something automatic. They look for certainty, for a clear answer, for something that feels normal. And that's when the nursing home conversation starts. Not because it's the best option, but because it's the most visible option. Let me show you how fast this happens. Imagine, you're feeling uncertain about living alone. You mention it to your daughter over Sunday dinner. You say, I don't know how much longer I can keep up with this. House. Within 48 hours, she's researched 3 nursing homes. Within 1 week, you're touring facilities. Within 1 month, you're filling out paperwork. How did it happen so fast? There are 3 reasons nursing homes become the default choice. Reason number 1, they're everywhere in our culture. Think about it. TV shows feature them. Friends talk about them. Doctors suggest them. Insurance companies have pamphlets about them in every waiting room. It's like how everyone assumes you'll retire at 65. Nobody questions it. It's just what people do. Reason number 2, family fear. Your family loves you. When they're scared, something might happen. They want a quick solution. Nursing homes promise 24/7 supervision, medical staff on site, emergency call buttons, and no more worrying. Your daughter isn't trying to control you. She's trying to stop worrying. There's a difference. Reason number 3, the burden of fear. Here's what I hear constantly. I don't want to burden my kids. So you choose a nursing home to avoid asking for help. You think you're being considerate, but here's the hard truth. You're making a 10-year decision to avoid a 10-minute conversation. The real problem. None of this is about what you want. It's about what feels safe to others, normal to society, and easy logistically. And that's how people end up somewhere they never really chose. Let me tell you about Robert from Texas. Robert moved into a beautiful nursing home 2 years ago. Clean, safe, great staff, good food, activities every afternoon. His family felt relieved. 6 months later, his son visited and noticed something. Robert had stopped telling stories. Robert used to be the family historian. Stories about his Navy days, about how he met his wife in 1965, about the business he built from nothing. When asked why he stopped, Robert said, "Nobody here knows what. I'm talking about they weren't there. So what's the point?" This is what gets lost when decisions happen too fast. Your connection to your own life story. Let me tell you about 3 things nobody talks about. Loss number 1. Your daily rhythm. You wake up when they serve breakfast, usually between 7 and 8 a.m., whether you're a morning person or not. You eat what they prepare. You join activities on their schedule. Your whole life, you've set your own pace. Suddenly, you're on someone else's clock. Loss number 2. Your identity through space. Your home isn't just walls. It's the chair you've read in for 20 years. The photos are arranged exactly how you like them. The kitchen where you know every drawer. The garden you planted. These aren't just things. They're anchors to who you are. When you move to a nursing home, you bring some photos, maybe a favorite chair. But you can't bring the whole landscape of your life. Loss number 3. Small freedoms you don't notice until they're gone. Walking outside whenever you want. Eating at midnight if you feel like it. Keeping your own schedule. Having complete silence or noise, your choice. Privacy. Margaret told me, I didn't realize how much I valued unlocking my own front door until I couldn't anymore. Here's the emotional math that doesn't add up. You gain safety, medical supervision, and social activities. You lose control, familiarity, personal rhythm, and privacy. Most people think, I'll adapt. I always do. And you will adapt. Humans are amazing at adapting. But here's the question nobody asks. Should you have to? Here's what I want you to consider. Unless you're in immediate medical danger, you have time. Most nursing home decisions happen in 2 to 4 weeks. But no rule says it has to. What happens when you pause? You get to ask different questions instead of asking which nursing home is best. Ask, what do I actually need right now? Instead of, how do I stay safe? Ask, how do I stay myself while also staying safe? Instead of, what will my family think? Ask, what will I feel 6 months from now? Let me give you a 30-day reflection period. Before making any major move, I recommend this. Week 1. Just notice your daily life. What brings you peace? What feels hard? Keep a small journal. Write down what you enjoyed, what felt difficult, and what you'd miss. Week 2. Talk to friends who made different choices. Talk to someone who chose a nursing home and loves it. Talk to someone who modified their home. Talk to someone who moved in with family. Ask them what worked, what didn't, and what surprised them. Week 3. Research all options, get quotes, make calls, visit places. We'll cover these next. Dan's single quotes. Do you decide yet? Just gather information. Week 4. Sit with uncertainty. Let yourself not know yet. This isn't a delay. This is decision making with your whole self, not just your fear. Okay, here's what you've been waiting. 4.5 alternatives to nursing homes that most people never hear about. Option number 1. Aging in place modifications. This costs between $3,000 and $15,000. What it is? Professional modifications to your home so you can stay there safely. Examples include grab bars in the bathroom for $200 to $500, walk-in shower conversion for $3,000 to $8,000, a stair lift for $3,000 to $5,000, smart home monitoring with fall detection for $50 to $100 monthly, ramps for entrances. Real story. Helen, age 81 from Arizona, spent $12,000 making her home safer. She's been there 5 more years independently. A nursing home would have cost $70,000 or more per year. She told me, best investment I ever made. I'm still in my home, living my life. This is best for people who love their home and neighborhood. Option number 2. In-home care. What it is? Professional caregivers come to you. Light help is 2 to 3 hours, 3 times per week. This costs $2,000 to $3,000 per month. Daily support is 4 to 6 hours daily, for $4,000 to $6,000 per month. 24/7. Care is available around the clock for $12,000 to $15,000 per month. Real story. James from Georgia hired someone for 3 hours every morning. Helped with shower, breakfast, and medications. Cost is $2,400 per month. He keeps his home, his routine, and his independence. He said, she comes at 8 a.m., helps me with what I need, and by 11 a.m., I have the whole day to myself. I'm home. This is best for people who need help with specific tasks, but want to stay home. Option number 3. Assisted living communities. What it is? Your own apartment plus optional services. When you choose them, key difference from nursing homes. You have your own locked apartment. You control your schedule. You choose which services to use. More independence. Less medical focus. Cost is $3,000 to $6,000 per month. Depending on location. This is best for people who want some community, but aren't ready to give up all independence. Option number 4. Senior co-housing. What it is? Living with 2 to 4 other seniors in a shared home. Everyone has private space plus shared common areas. Benefits include built-in companionship. Shared costs of $1,500 to $2,500 per month per person. Safety of others nearby, and you maintain independence. Real story. 3 widows, Dorothy, Barbara, and Susan, bought a house together in Arizona. They each have a bedroom suite and share the kitchen and living room. They call it Golden Girls in real life. Dorothy told me, I was so lonely after my husband died. Now I have sisters again. We look out for each other, but we also have our own lives. This is best for social people who don't want to live completely alone. Option number 5. Accessory dwelling unit or granny pod. What it is? A small, separate unit built on your family's property. Benefits include independence plus proximity to family, your own space, your own door. Family nearby but not in your space. Cost is $100,000 to $150,000 to build, or $50,000 to $80,000 for prefab. This is best for people with family willing to host, who value both closeness and privacy. Now, your action plan. If you're feeling uncertain about your living situation, here's your step-by-step plan. Step 1. Do an honest self-assessment this week. Ask yourself what's actually feeling hard right now. Be specific. What do I still love about my current situation? What would I miss most if I moved? What am I most afraid of? Write these down. Step 2. Have the real conversation with family next week. Here's a script to use. I want to talk about my future, but I need you to listen differently. I'm not asking you to fix everything. I'm asking you to hear what matters to me. Can we explore options together instead of jumping to the first solution? Step 3. Research all 5 options during weeks 2 and 3. Get to 2-3 quotes for home modifications. Search for aging-in-place contractors in your area. Call 3 in-home care agencies for free consultations. Tours 2. Assisted living communities. Research co-housing groups in your area. Search senior co-housing plus your state. Look into ADU regulations. In your city, don't decide yet. Just gather information. Step 4. Permit yourself to choose slowly. Remember, urgent and important are not the same thing. If there's no medical emergency, you can take 60 to 90 days to decide thoughtfully. Step 5. Choose based on why, OU, or values. Which option lets me keep the most? Control over my daily life. Where will I feel most like myself? What can I afford long-term without stress? What will I be glad I chose 1 year from now? Here's what I want you to remember. You are not a problem to be solved. You are a person choosing your life. The nursing home path isn't wrong, but it's not the only path, and the speed at which you choose matters just as much as what you choose. Margaret, after we talked, she took 90 days. She toured assisted living communities, got quotes for home modifications, and talked honestly with her daughter. She ended up modifying her home and hiring help 3 mornings a week. Cost is $3,200 per month. Independence, priceless. She's still in the home she shared with her husband for 40 years. Still having coffee with her neighbor. Still in her garden every morning. She feels safer, supported, and most importantly, still herself. Your turn. If this video helped you see your options more clearly, please share it with someone who needs to hear this. And tell me in the comments what matters most to you as you think about your future. I read every single comment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.